I'd like to welcome you all one more time here to my play along trad session number 214. Yes, that's the 214th Monday that I've been sharing tunes with you guys since March of 2020. One of the longest running virtual sessions, live streaming, I think, that's out there on the internet. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I've got 10 great Irish tunes as we count down the days to St. Patrick's Day. So let's get right into it. The first tune we're going to do is a wonderful reel called Far From Home. It was published as far back as 1903 in the famous Francis O'Neill collection of tunes. So it's been around for quite a while, I got to tell you. And it's one of my favorites. I've always loved to play this, and in fact, I included it in my book on how to play Irish trad fiddle. I thought it represented a great classic reel for anybody of any level to learn. Key of G. Let's do this 3 times around now. Far From Home. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Great tune to start our countdown of 10 Irish trad tunes for this session, number 214. It's March once again, and how many marches have we spent together? I mean, the month of March. It's quite amazing to think about it, since I've been doing this since March of 2020. 21, 22, 23, 24. This is the 6th time we come around to the month of March during our play along sessions. We got some latecomers here too. I want to say hi to Julie out there on the West Coast, and to Russ Rentler in Pennsylvania. We got Pensacola and Pennsylvania both, folks tuning in. So we got a great crowd here from coast to coast and north to south. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that tunes in and take the time out of your busy days to sit back and enjoy some tunes with me. Once again, much thanks. That's all I can say. And we're going to try and really keep these tunes going here tonight. I'm thinking also in my head, I'd like to dedicate this whole session to a great trad friend who's been following us for many years, Al Barton. And he's been dealing with some health issues, and so I'm got him on my mind, and I'd like to just send this whole session out to him as I'm thinking about him. So, all right, let's do the Tenpenny Bit. This is a tune that's popular with the folks who attend Fiddle Hell, and I'll be talking about that a little more in just a little while. But one of the great jigs there on the East Coast, or anywhere really. I love this tune because I call it the fiddler's tuning jig. Starts out with open E and 2 open A's, and that's a good way to check your tuning, huh? All right, 3 times around here on the Tenpenny Bit. Key of A minor, 1, 2, here we go. One more time. There we go. That's the Tenpenny Bit, and I'm paying a little too much attention to the comments as they're flying by. What are you guys talking about? My chair? I think that's what you're pointing at. I'm a fiddle player who's playing in a chair with arms, and it's always dangerous, actually. Anytime you play a gig and they're going to provide chairs, you say, I want a chair with no arms. And yet here I am. I've kind of learned how to avoid hitting them with my bow arm, but that's what I'm in, is my office chair. All right, guys. once again, I want to say hi to all our trad friends who are tuned in, northeast, south, west, everywhere, and I really appreciate it. It's thanks to the support and constant attendance of all you folks out there that I continue to sit here on Mondays whenever I can and share tunes with you. So there you go. Everybody's looking at my office. All right, I don't mind it. That's why I'm sitting here doing this. The third tune we're going to do here is Joe Bane's Barndance. A lovely tune played with a happy lilt, as I put it, that I first heard played by a band called Charm City Junction. Some great trad players in the Baltimore area. And I heard them perform this and just really fell in love with it. And so we'll do it 2 times around here, just the way the Charm City Junction guys did it. All right, guys. Here we go with Joe Bane's Barndance. 2 times around. Don't forget to put a nice little lilt into those 8th notes. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. That's known as Joe Bane's Barndance. At least that's the name of the tune, the way I learned it from the Charm City Junction Band in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, got to try and pay more attention to my own playing than the comments as they're flying by, you guys. I am enjoying them. Don't forget that I'm on YouTube as well now, and each of my sessions will eventually wind up. They're my YouTube channel, and if you've never visited my channel before, back at the beginning of the pandemic, I put up 24 teaching videos, nice tutorial videos that I'd made for iFiddle magazine with complete lessons on a number of great tunes. But now I've kind of rediscovered my YouTube channel, and especially with the fact that after 30 days, every live streaming session I do from now on will be taken down on Facebook. That's their new policy. I want a way for everybody to continue to be able to watch my sessions. So I've decided to also put them up on Facebook. On YouTube. So lots of stuff to remember here. But it's a new chapter for me, really, and a nice kind of a new motivation for me to continue sharing tunes here on Facebook. So then I can also put them up for a complete new audience on YouTube. Please visit my YouTube channel and please subscribe if you haven't. I would really love that. And maybe don't forget that also the neat thing on YouTube is that you can change the speed of the video. I'm sure most of you already know this, how to go to the little settings, the little gear, and play a video at 0.75, 0.5, or even 0.25. It won't change the pitch, but you'll be able to hear me do a tune much slower and be able to learn it that way if you want. So new learning possibilities too with my sessions up on YouTube. So please check it out and subscribe, even if you don't go visit me very often there. All right. Okay, well, we've had 3 great tunes so far. Far From Home, the Tenpenny Bit, Joe Bane's Barndance. This next one is one that I heard many years ago from Martin Hayes on his album Under the Moon. What a classic album that is for all us fiddle players, and showing us just what you could do with tunes, and how you could take tunes and make them completely brand new. And this is a march that Martin Hayes did called Bonaparte Crossing the Alps. And it's a lovely little melody. And let's play this 2 times around. Maybe 3. I'll see what I'm feeling like here. And I'd like to send this out to our good trad friend Julie Zamudio in honor of Mike. So I knew this is one of his favorites and one of Julie's too. 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Bonaparte Crossing the Alps. It's a march tune, a very old tune that I first heard played by Martin Hayes. Lovely, lovely melody there. And hope you enjoyed playing that one along with me. I don't know a lot of other tunes that have a 2-beat pickup, 3, 4, and. So that's kind of interesting as well. Well, speaking of tunes that I learned from listening to different CDs, Cherish the Ladies, one of my favorite bands, and a band that I got to play along with at one time on a concert, sit in with them. I've always loved the way they do the jigs and reels and also songs. And they took a great slip jig called the Foxhunters, and here they call it the Ballad of the Foxhunter on this album called Threads of Time. And it's a great way that I learned this slip jig that's known as the Foxhunters. There's also a Foxhunters reel, 2 completely different tunes, and but the fox hunting seems to be a popular vocation or sport to name tunes after. This one really lilts along so beautifully. There's 4 parts to this version of the Foxhunters slip jig, and the first 2 lines make the first melody, and then it kind of just jumps up an octave for the repeat melody, and then has a wonderful descending line in the last line. So I think we'll have a lot of fun playing this tune, the Foxhunters slip jig. And of course, 9/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Tune that one is. I really love that slip jig called the Foxhunters. I hope you enjoyed playing that one along with me. All right, well, it's the bottom of the hour and a great opportunity to bring you guys up to date, of course, as I usually like to do. Thanks again for joining me here on March 3rd for our countdown to St. Paddy's Day play along session. And I'll be counting down those days and playing some tunes, hopefully every day. Next week is the second Monday of the month, and as all my trad friends out there know, the second Monday of the month is when I get together with my local players here in Chattanooga, and I lead them live in person in some tunes as well. So I will not be here 1 week from today on March 10th, but my trad friends, my dear trad friends, 2 weeks from today, it will be the 17th of March, actually St. Patrick's Day itself, and it'll be the first time that's fallen on a Monday since I've started doing these play-along sessions back in 2020. So we'll have to pull out all the stops. I'll play all the greatest Irish tunes that I know. I'll share them all with you, and we'll have a great amount of fun, as much fun as we can have staring at screens and playing tunes. So you think I'm wearing green now, I'll certainly be wearing some green as well. And of course, we'll have Felix here in his lovely cap, made for him by Nan Butler, and we'll have plenty of greenery all over the place here, and you will not want to miss joining me for tunes 2 weeks from today on St. Patrick's. Once I've done that, I should be back for 4 sessions, because there's an extra Monday in March this year. So we'll have a lot of fun for 4 Mondays in a row. And don't forget that you can watch me on YouTube as well now. So Fran will share my YouTube channel link in one of the comments here, and I hope you'll visit my YouTube channel and also subscribe if you haven't already. I'll appreciate it. And a new way for you to watch the tunes. Right now on YouTube, in fact, I've got the last 3 sessions I did. Number 211, 212, 213. They are there available to watch. With timestamps, and you can get right to each tune if you want it. So that's good. Fiddle Hell. Don't forget Fiddle Hell Online. It's back this year, April 3rd through the 6th, and on the 5th, on Saturday the 5th, I will be sharing slow tunes with my famous Irish slow jam. So check out fiddlehell.org for that. And then I'll be at the John C. Campbell Folk School, live in person in Brasstown, North Carolina, and maybe you should join me there too. So that's folkschool.org, and I hope you'll check that out if you might want to get together with me live in person for 2 days and have a whole lot of fun playing tunes together and learning some stuff. So there we go. There's all my announcements for the day. Now we'll get back to playing some tunes. What do you say? Let's play The Wind That Shakes the Barley next. A great single reel in the key of D that I have been playing for many, many years. Also included in my book. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shakes the Barley in the key of D. Oh, that goes along so well in sets with so many other great Irish reels. But that's a fun one that I love to share every time I can with you guys. Boy, great tune. Here's one I'm going to send out to my dad. He loves a beautiful melody, and of course this is maybe the most famous Irish hymn that has ever been written. It's a melody that's been around for hundreds of years, and it's in probably every hymn book that there is, and it's called Be Thou My Vision. So let's do Be Thou My Vision 3 times around in the key of G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. My Vision. Another great Irish melody. I told you today's session would be jam-packed full of great, mighty Irish melodies. So we've had plenty of good jigs and reels and all kinds of tunes, slip jigs, march, and a barn dance too. We've tried to hit many of the different tune styles, the dance tunes of Ireland. But let's go back to another mighty reel. Now, what do you say? And this one is called The Peeler's Jacket. And this was also published way back in the early 1900s in Francis O'Neill's famous collection of tunes. Thanks to him, we still play these tunes to this day, more than 222 years later. Wow, 122 years later. My bad. A peeler is a slang term for a policeman. So that's what we've got here is the policeman's jacket, really. And we can play this one. Let's play it 3 times around because it's a mighty fine tune. In the key of G. The peeler's jacket. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jacket. It's the name of that tune. A mighty tune, you know, that would go really good with Far From Home, the very first reel I played. That would make a lovely set of two reels in the key of G, wouldn't it? Mighty, mighty fine tune. All right, well, let's just keep rolling along here and finish up another great online session of tunes that I got to share with you guys today. I'm really enjoying it. The next tune, a three-part Irish slide in the key of G called the Dingle Regatta. I first heard this played by the Chieftains, and there's fun words that you can sing along with it if you want. And it's a lot of fun you can do with the third section of it as well. A three-parter, and we're going to send this out in the memory of another dear trad friend who is gone too soon, Claire Davis, who lived in Pensacola and was a wonderful fiddle player, multi-instrumentalist, and had a band there in the Pensacola area. And we'll do this tune just for her in honor and memory of Claire. So here we go with the Dingle Regatta. It's a happy tune, that's what she would want. Here we go with the Dingle Regatta. Yes, indeed, the Dingle Regatta, a happy tune if ever there was one. And David's right, you're supposed to get up and and down on each of the long notes there, but David, my seat has wheels on it and arms, And the more I thought about it as I played it, I thought it was just too dangerous for me to try to stand up and then sit right back down. So I stayed seated instead. I hope you understand. All right, well, we've had a mighty time with lots of great Irish trad melodies here today. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. And don't forget about all the other ways you can share tunes with me on Facebook and on YouTube and at Fiddle Hell and live in person if you feel like it. Don't forget, I will not be here next week on the 10th, but we will be back on St. Patrick's Day itself, the holy day itself. And I really hope you'll make plans to spend a little bit of that hour with me on March 17th, where your greenest greenery and play some tunes along with me. It'll be the mightiest Irish playlist I ever create, okay? That'll be session number 215 as well, which is a pretty neat milestone, I must say. All right, let's finish up with a polka time. It is indeed polka time with a little Diamond Polka. Here we go, key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2. Top. One more time. There we go. A little Diamond Polka. Thanks again so much for joining me tonight for Tunes, March 3rd, 2025, session number 214. You all have a couple good weeks. Play some tunes and take your mind off your troubles. And thanks to each and every one of you trad friends for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Send a donation my way if you feel like it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks on St. Patrick's Day. Okay? Bye for now.